How's it going, everyone? B-Movie here. Before I start today's video, I have an incredibly important announcement. If you, or anyone you know or love, such as friends or family, are a complete B-Movie fanatic, someone has literally uploaded the entire B-Movie in 30-second clips to Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go and enjoy all your B-movie fantasies, because that's a timeless classic. But anyway, kids, onto today's meme. So I've had a lot of you request for me to react to some kind of like MLP or brony cringe, and I don't think I've actually ever reacted to one of these before. I've done a lot of fandoms, like for example Undertale, but honestly they're pretty easy targets because a lot of them are just the bottom of the YouTube gene pool. But I've had some brony cringe being posted on the subreddit, and I thought I'd just take a quick look at them. One of them really stood out. It's actually painful to watch. Like, you know when you watch something that's so cringy, you feel like actual pain in your heart, like what does it mean to be human, and you slowly feel yourself dying inside. Well, today's video will have just that effect on you. It's a kid in his room on his phone, and he's pretending to call one of the characters from My Little Pony. It's really, really bad, honestly. Like, I mean, to be fair, if this guy was like a master of editing, or he looked like some alpha male, it would still just be cringe, because at the end of the day, he's literally made a YouTube video pretending to call a cartoon horse, so there's not really any way you could make that sound good, or look good.
Hey YouTube.
Already, less than 2 seconds into the video, you know that this boy is an alpha male, the apex of his species, because no other person I've watched on YouTube has opened the video by fucking sneezing.
Hey YouTube. This is Wacky Red 15 and I'm gonna make a phone call to Rarity, and yeah, I'm using my dad's phone.
So he's already established that he's calling a cartoon horse. I mean, I've already explained that and most of you can comprehend that, but what he's also now saying is he's gonna use his dad's phone to do it. Imagine how awkward the conversation would be with his dad. Like, oh yeah, son, I see that you're trying to contact magical, fictional cartoon horses. Oh no, my boy's trying to contact cartoon horses on my phone. Oh well, back to the insane asylum.
And yeah, I'll call her right now. So, here we go. Switch it around.
How can I help you?
Hello, Rarity.
If any of you want to start watching the video at this point, I totally understand you, because this is literally a kid pretending to have a conversation with a cartoon horse on his dad's phone while poorly editing clips of a cartoon horse talking to pretend that there's some kind of conversation going on. It's God tier cringe. God tier. I don't think we've ever stepped into God tier before. So if you just want to stop watching this video and go watch PewDiePie play Five Nights at Freddy's or something, no one's judging you, seriously. You can just leave if you want.
Fuck you, PewDiePie. I hate fucking PewDiePie. PewDiePie is useless bitch, and I hate PewDiePie.
This is Dagan, and I'm gonna tell you about stuff. And there's a place for, and you may have heard of it. It's called Canterlot.
Oh boy, this is going to be a really painful experience, isn't it? Not only does it take him about 3 hours to get a sentence out, but he keeps dropping the phone as well, like totally ruining any kind of realism, because, you know, you need to keep a lot of realism in this universe where young men are in contact with cartoon horses on their dad's phone.
Canterlot?
Yeah. Even though you may have heard of that place. Howard, did you ever want to go?
I gotta be honest, I don't know why, but I just love this kid's smile. It's like every single part of the video he's in, he just looks naturally uncomfortable, you know, like this isn't even a real conversation. He's literally staging a conversation with himself, and still he feels awkward and confused. Like, usually when you're talking to someone on the phone, you gotta stay formal, and it feels a bit awkward sometimes. He's not talking to anyone. He's literally pretending to have a conversation for 10 minutes, and still the awkwardness kicks in. That's amazing. I'm gonna give credit to this kid.
Did you ever want to go?
I've always dreamed of living there.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I've always dreamed of living there.
You know, I really appreciate that, man. How he used the same fucking clip twice in a row. Definitely doesn't make the meme redundant in any way whatsoever, you know. Just ask the horse again, even though it's a made-up conversation. I mean, I think it's reached the point where he's lost his sanity, right? Like, he actually can't understand what the voices in his head are telling him to do. These ponies aren't actually real. They're demonic voices inside this kid's head, and he's used basic editing to portray them as My Little Pony, when in actual fact, they're voices in his head telling him to do horrible things.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I mean, in my opinion, if I get to choose a demonic voice that talks inside my head and tells me to do bad things, I would definitely have Soulfly Antonio as that demonic voice.
Cool. That'd be a cool place to live. Yeah, it would. Trust me. And I also have a pretty cool car. And it's red. And it's a really classic one, too.
Yes, son, I 100% totally believe you that you, at your current age, own a car. That you drive around in your red Ferrari up and down the road, getting all that pussy, basically daily. I 100% believe that. That is actual truth. Remember that, kids. People who pretend phone calls with cartoon horses on their dad's phone, they drive a Ferrari. Question how terrible your life is, that this man is getting more girls than you.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
Well, good. It is a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. It's a really awesome car.
Can someone please explain to me what that noise was that he just made? Because I'm so confused right now. It's like he's physically trying to neigh like a horse. Like, he needs to immerse himself more in this roleplay on his dad's phone. So, talking to cartoon horses isn't enough. He now has to neigh like an actual horse.
See, I mean, I'm pretty much scared of loud air conditioners, so what do you actually think of them? Because I hope I'm not the only one. Seriously, what do you think of them? The one, just the humming part at the beginning.
I love how this guy's gone from boasting about his amazing car to now saying he has a fear of air conditioners. Honestly, this made-up conversation is just going all over the place. Like, I thought he would have had like a script or something, but he's going from a car, a nice car, to now fears of stuff that most people don't have a fear of. Like, obviously a lot of people think air conditioning is sexist, but, you know, it's not scary.
There's actually proof that this is happening, that women, do feel the cold more than men, and that the AC in offices is normally regulated more for a male's temperature than a woman's.
What kind of a gym?
Rubies.
Yep, that's correct. Rock and roll! Rock and roll!
Okay, I do have to give credit where it's due. This kid looks like he's having the time of his life. Like, if I could pretend to have a phone call with a cartoon horse on my dad's phone and have this much fun, then I'd pretty much be doing it all day. So, to be fair, it's a pretty cringy video, but props to this kid for somehow actually enjoying himself.
Well, I guess I'll see you later, Rudy. Right? Bye. Well, you see all my videos, please check how many videos I have. Talk to you later. Bye.
What a beautiful family-friendly experience. If they put this in the IMAX theatre, I'd take my whole family to go see it. It's a beautiful experience of love, tragedy, pride and prejudice, a man falling and getting back up to please his pony waifu. If anything, you should go and subscribe to this guy on YouTube, give him some support and show some love that he is this dedicated to getting his pony waifu. If I was that dedicated, I'd probably have a functioning social life and wouldn't be in my room making reaction videos.
My life is fucking boring, man. I'm telling you, man. I have no friends. I have no enemies. I have nothing, man. Shit. Yeah. I'm always alone. As you can see, sometimes I upload like 10 videos in one day because I have no fucking life. Huh? Yes. Anyways.
Thanks a lot for watching, guys. And we got a special like offer on today. 1 like, and I get my dad to send you all your very own phone so you can have made up conversations with cartoon characters.
Same